Hello, my name is Lynn Gillespie, and this week on the High Performance Garden Show Nuggets, we share with you how we plant potatoes in a container or grow bag. Here's a clip from the show. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about potatoes before we get started. So there's two different kinds. There's determinate and there's indeterminate. So the determinate type are your early spring ones. They put on one crop and then they flower and they're done. Okay? Now the indeterminate, they'll put on a row of potatoes, they'll grow up a little, they'll put on a row of potatoes, they'll grow up a little, put on a row of potatoes, until the frost kills the plants in the fall. So they keep putting on potatoes, but they do start later. So for my region where I live, I do better with the early spring potatoes because our season is so short. So what I have here is, this is the Norland red, this is the Yukon Gold, and this is the Adirondack Blue. And I chose these potatoes because I want one crop and then the plants will be done. So in these pots, I did get some of these potato grow pots. I just thought these were really fascinating. They have this little flap in them. Hope I don't lose my dirt. It's a little Velcro flap here that I'll be able to pull open and watch the potatoes grow. And I thought, oh, I gotta try that out. So I don't know if they'll do any good or not, but I have 5 of these pots and we're gonna try them. But as you can see, they're really tall. And so you could put the indeterminate late season potato in the bottom and then just keep burying it up with dirt as it grows. And that way you could get maybe like 3 layers of potatoes in here. So we're going to use these pots anyways, but we're just going to get 1 layer of potatoes in ours, and that's fine. All right, so what I want to do is I want to take these potatoes, and all these sprouts are called eyes. So these are all eyes. And I want to cut these potatoes in to 2 pieces. And what I want to do is make sure that I have eyes on each piece. So this one's got a few eyes and this one's got a few eyes. I think I'll actually do 3 because I like the symmetry of 3 in the pot. Okay, now this is very moist right now. If you have trouble with your potatoes rotting, you can just leave that out for a day and just let that kind of cure over. It'll kind of scab, and then that helps prevent a disease from getting in there. What I find in this really light sandy loam soil is I don't need to prepare them like that. I can just plant them right away. Been doing it for 40 years and have had no problems. But if you notice that your potatoes are rotting, go ahead and let that dry out for the day. And so what we're going to do here is, in this pot, I got one hard-sided pot. What I want to do is test, how does a hard-sided pot do compared to the grow bags? But I thought this would be an easy one for you to see into. And I'm going to take the 3 pieces and I'm going to put them around like that. And each potato that we cut should make about 10 pounds of potatoes. So my goal is to get 10 pounds of potatoes out of this pot of potatoes. And then I'm just going to bury these up. And I'm going to put at least 4 inches of soil over the top of those. Now, if the potatoes come up and it frosts, it will nip them. So if you have to frost protect them like a potato or like a tomato plant, so they are frost tender once they come up. But it takes them a while to come up through the soil, and so when they're underneath inside the soil, they are frost protected. I want to show you the Yukon Golds. I'm also going to cut all these. So this one's a little more yellow than this guy. And then the Adirondack Blue, purple all the way through. Isn't that gorgeous? So we're going to have 2 pots of the blue, 2 pots of the yellow, and 2 pots of the red. This one actually has a very nice red skin. This one has a golden skin. So I will get all of these pots planted with 4 inches of soil over the top of the potato, and then we'll just keep filling them as they grow. Alrighty, so we got all of our potatoes planted. These are about 4 inches down, and so are these. We'll see how these do if they make 2 sets of potatoes. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but we got the opportunity for that to happen. And also, if a storm is going to come through, I have a cover right here. I can just clothespin that, and if the plants are up, then I got some protection for the plants. So I guess it's kind of nice to have the extra large bags, but we'll go ahead and keep filling these up so that the potatoes come out the top. I'm not sure on the depth of the potato if we plant it too deep, if it will not actually germinate. That is a thing for some plants if the seeds are too deep. So like I say, we got about 4 inches of soil over the top of these. We'll let them come up, and then as the plants are coming up, we'll just keep adding soil till it's up to them. This clip is from the High Performance Garden Show Year 10 Week -2. If you'd like to watch the whole show, it's free, it's online, and you can enroll on our website at thelivingfarm.org/high-performance-garden-show.